So welcome to your custom-tailored deep dive. Today we're looking at how the oldest, heaviest financial institution on Earth, the London gold market, is getting this frictionless blockchain makeover.
Yeah, it's really the ultimate irony, isn't it? I mean, blockchain was literally invented by cypherpunks to, destroy the traditional financial system.
Right, exactly. And now London's massive banks are using it as a defensive shield to save their centuries-old monopoly over the global gold trade. It's wild. Let's unpack this monopoly a bit.
Sure. So looking at our sources, London sits at the absolute center of this ecosystem, but their current system, the Loco London trade, is actually incredibly clunky.
And just to clarify for everyone listening, Loco just refers to the physical location, right? Like the gold literally physically settles in London.
Right, exactly. But actually holding that gold is a mess. Institutions basically have two flawed options right now. First is unallocated gold,
Which is highly liquid, but you don't own a specific bar, right? You're just holding an IOU from the bank.
spot on. You're just holding a general credit claim against the bank holding the gold.
Which means I'm eating their credit risk. Like
Okay.
if the bank goes bankrupt, my gold might just disappear into their liquidation process.
Yeah, that's a huge danger. So the alternative is allocated gold. Legally, a specific numbered bar in a vault is unequivocally yours.
But that creates a completely different headache, right? Because allocated gold is incredibly inflexible and expensive to store and insure.
Exactly.
So allocated gold is kind of like buying a specific numbered parking spot in a secure garage, whereas unallocated is just holding a valet ticket. You're hoping the garage doesn't go bust before you get your car back.
The valet ticket analogy is really close. But there's one major catch. In the unallocated market, the valet has basically parked 10 cars in 5 spots.
Oh, wow. Wait, really? So it relies heavily on fractional reserves?
Yeah, big time. And this rigid, clunky system is exactly why London is panicking. Global demand for physical bullion is shifting heavily east toward China and India.
And buyers there want the actual metal, don't they?
Yep.
But shipping giant, heavy gold bars from London to Shanghai every single time a trade happens is ridiculously slow and expensive.
Right. If London doesn't find a way to make trading easier and faster for Asian markets, they just lose the trade entirely to local Eastern exchanges.
Which brings us to their survival strategy, tokenized gold. Instead of moving the metal, they leave the gold locked up in their vaults and put the ownership rights on a blockchain.
Yeah, and we saw this start in 2023 when HSBC launched a live platform letting institutions trade literal fractions of a troy ounce as digital tokens.
That's crazy. Literal fractions.
Yeah, and then to make it legally bulletproof, a September 2025 framework rolled out. It's called pooled gold interests.
Okay, and what does that do exactly?
It explicitly recognizes that a digital token represents legal beneficial ownership of a physical pool of gold.
Here's where it gets really interesting for you listening. A buyer in India can instantly trade London vaulted gold 2047 without dealing with shipping containers.
Or London banking hours. It completely solves what these papers call collateral mobility.
All right, the digital token flies around the globe at the speed of light, while the physical gold just gathers dust in a basement somewhere in London.
But, solving that mobility problem opens a massive Pandora's box. If we connect this to the bigger picture, when you make a static physical asset hyperliquid through tokens.
You make it dangerously easy to build enormous leverage, right?
Precisely. A single physical bar sitting in London can now have its digital token used as collateral for multiple rapid-fire financial trades across the globe in seconds.
It sounds like we're risking a house of digital cards propped up by one shiny rock.
It does. And it gets more precarious when you look at the regulation. The UK's Financial Conduct Authority regulates the digital token as a financial security.
Okay, but what about the actual physical gold backing it?
That's the bizarre regulatory gap. Century-old property laws simply do not recognize cryptographic ledgers as proof of physical custody.
So in the event of a massive default, it's a total legal gray area regarding who actually owns the metal in the vault.
Yeah, exactly. They have the vaults in the legacy trust, but legally it's untested.
So what does this all mean for you listening to this right now? I think it perfectly illustrates that survival in business often requires adopting the exact technology designed to destroy you.
Yeah, London is fighting irrelevance by building a frictionless digital layer straight over its ancient physical moat.
If they can bridge that gap between ancient property law and modern cryptography, they make blockchain their underlying infrastructure.
Rather than their disruptor, exactly.
Which leaves you with this wild thought. If this works, If tokenization successfully turns physical gold into hyperliquid digital collateral, what happens when we start tokenizing other vital physical resources?
Oh, like global water supplies or agricultural land.
Exactly. Trading at the speed of light. Will every physical asset on Earth eventually just become another leveraged digital token? Definitely something to ponder until next time.